Hi Chelsea fans, welcome to the Chelsea news in 5 minutes this evening, focused on the Tottenham game tomorrow. We're looking at a preview of the game, where we are in the league table, what our form's like, potential lineups, and news of two players who have taken knocks in training that were forced out of training for scans today and look like they're going to miss the game tomorrow. So if this is the first time here, then make sure you subscribe to the channel, hit that bell for notifications so you don't miss when my videos come out. Let's get cracking. It's one of the fixtures we always look out for at the beginning of the season. It's Tottenham. We hate Tottenham. They don't like us much either. And the rivalry will be renewed tomorrow at the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium. Jose Mourinho up against Thomas Tuchel, and it'll be interesting to see how Chelsea line up and how Tuchel decides to adopt the tactics for the game. News today in his pre-match press conference that both Kurt Zouma and Kai Havertz have taken knocks, were forced out of training, and were having scans to try and ascertain the severity of these knocks they've both got. But if that was the case today, where they've had to leave training and actually have a scan, you can't imagine they're both going to be deemed as fit to start the game tomorrow. Does the injury to Kurt Zouma, dependent on how bad it is, force Thomas Tuchel's hand to stick with the back three of Cesar Azpi on the right hand side, Tony Rudiger on the left hand side, of Thiago Silva in the middle? Will we stick with the wing back formation? Will we see Alonso and Callum Hudson-Odoi, who's been impressive over the last two games, make the start? Or will Ben Chilwell and Reece James come in to be a little bit more solid defensively? I still think he's going to go with Callum, because Callum has been great and he's been heavily featured and has been up there with the best performers in both games, Hudson-Odoi. So it was interesting to see what's going to happen. There's four players that have not been involved at all in the two games so far for Thomas Tuchel. That's Kepa in goal, Andreas Christensen at the back, along with Emerson, left back, and Billy Gilmour. So it's going to be interesting to see how this plays out tomorrow and how we're going to approach the game. Will it still be a 3-4-3 formation? Knowing that Tottenham like to favour three at the back also, Tottenham could switch up their formation with some players back. Will Dele Alli start? Back in from the cold. We know that Harry Kane's out. We know that Lo Celso's missing. We also know that Reguilon, who's a threat down that left-hand side, is missing as well. Tottenham are depleted. Could be the ideal time to play them. Looking at the last 5 Premier League games then for Tottenham, and they started off the year by beating Leeds 3-0. They then followed that game up with the middle of January drawing with Fulham at home 1-1. Good performance from Fulham as well, and they should have won the game. They followed up with a victory over Sheffield United 3-1 away. Then they were defeated by Liverpool 3-1, and then they lost in the last game this weekend just gone to Brighton. Notable that the two defeats against Liverpool and Brighton in particular, they were without Harry Kane, in full for Brighton and half the game against Liverpool. Chelsea's last 5, we lost to Man City at home, which was disappointing, beat Fulham away, lost away to Leicester, drew with Wolves, and we've beaten Burnley. We currently sit level on points with Spurs. They've got a game in hand. They've got a goal difference of plus 13. We've got a goal difference of plus 12. This, of course, is before tonight's games. It's a massive game, Tottenham versus Chelsea. Thomas Tuchel has been quick to point out he's well aware of the situation in the derby. He's got great respect for Jose Mourinho, but he's going to go there to set up a team to win the game. And you have to say that the momentum is with Chelsea at the moment. They've lost their last 2 games, Spurs. New managers coming at our place. Got a draw against Wolves. We've kicked on against Burnley. I know obviously the opposition is not the same standard as Tottenham at the moment. No disrespect to Burnley or Wolves. But this is a really interesting, intriguing game that Chelsea need to win if we're going to be looking at trying to qualify for top 4. I think you're pretty much going to see the same formation tomorrow. I think you might see 1 change or 2 changes to the starting 11. You could see Timo start up front with Christian Pulisic on the left-hand side, with Tammy drop to the bench. But then again, you could see Olivier Giroud come in. Interesting to see how it plays out. Of course, the knock to Kai Havertz will influence whether Mason Mount gets to start again. Hopefully so, after the way he played against Burnley. But make no mistake, this is Chelsea-Tottenham. It's a big game, no matter what season, who's in charge or who's playing. To the fans, it means everything. Let's hope we can kick on and deliver the right result and the right performance. Join me tomorrow morning for an update on the Chelsea news, followed by my live match commentary, radio style alternative commentary here on the channel tomorrow, 5 minutes before kickoff. If you've never seen it before, it's not a watch along, it's actual commentary, as if you're listening to the radio. I'll talk you through the game, so make sure you stay tuned for that. Let me know what you think in the comments section of the game tomorrow, the formation, the team selection and the tactics, how you're feeling ahead of the game. Make sure you drop a like on the video also, subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. This has been the Chelsea news in 5 minutes. It's Tottenham, it's tomorrow, it's massive. See you then.